This is a lot of fun, right? Loading up your RV, going where you want, when you want. But before you hit the highway, there are some terms, some definitions, and even some math you need to be aware of to ensure you have a safe trip. So grab your calculators, grab your RV dictionaries, because we are going to dive deep into everything you need to know about weights, towing, and capacity. Let's start with curb weight. This is the weight of the motorhome with a full tank of fuel, be it gas or diesel. Curb weight does not include your cargo, your water, propane, or even passengers. Unloaded vehicle weight, or UVW, is similar to curb weight, but for a motorhome, UVW is the curb weight of the motorhome with a full tank of propane. So let's talk about cargo weight. This is all the weight, every pound added to the curb weight. This does include cargo, water, propane, passengers, and any aftermarket optional equipment. When calculating your cargo weight, you need to remember water weighs 8.3 pounds per gallon, propane weighs 4.2 pounds per gallon, and there is a difference in fuel weight. Gasoline weighs 6 pounds per gallon, and diesel weighs in a little more at 7 pounds per gallon. Take note here, when towing, trailer tongue load is also part of your cargo weight, and we're going to talk about towing here very soon. The occupant and cargo carrying capacity, or OCCC, is this number, printed on the yellow weight label. You'll find this on the entry door of the motorhome, and this is important information. This little sticker lets you know how much weight you can add to your motorhome. Simply put, the OCCC is determined by subtracting the UVW of the motorhome from the GVWR of the chassis. Now, you may have heard the term Gross Vehicle Weight Rating, or GVWR. This is the maximum allowable weight of a fully loaded motorhome. This number, along with other weight limits, as well as tire, rim size, and inflation pressure data, is shown on the Vehicle Safety Compliance Certification label. Here's an example of what to look for and what it looks like. You'll find this located near the driver's seat. Your gross vehicle weight, GVW, is the curb weight plus actual cargo, water, propane, and passengers. It's crucial to understand GVW is not a limit. It's not a specification. It is the actual weight you have when the motorhome is placed on a scale. This is simply how much your motorhome weighs as it travels down the road. An important note, the GVW must never exceed the GVWR. So your bays are packed, and now you're ready to connect something to your hitch, but you cannot just hook and go. There's some important towing terminology you need to be aware of to make sure you roll down the road the proper way. So you've seen these. This is a trailer, and you have a few variations. It's unpowered. You use it to haul all your goodies. It's designed to be pulled behind the motorhome. The typical trailer carries a portion of its weight on the trailer axle. The rest of the weight is carried through the trailer tongue by the motorhome hitch. That leads us to tongue load, or tongue weight. This is the amount of the trailer's weight that presses down on the trailer hitch. Too much tongue load can cause damage to your suspension, your drivetrain, even your frame. And it works the other way too. Not enough tongue load can cause instability. You'll find the maximum gross tongue weight listed on the motorhome hitch. You do need to be sure the addition of tongue weight does not exceed the key towing weight limits. That's your GVWR and rear axle GAWR. You can find GVWR and GAWR on the Motorhome Safety Compliance Certification label. If you are above either of these limits, your safest bet is to go with the smaller trailer. Here's something else to think about: the way you have the trailer loaded and if it is going to affect your tongue weight. If you have too much tongue weight, shift some of the cargo to the rear inside the trailer. When it comes to hitches, do not use a weight distributing or load leveling hitch with your motorhome. It is not capable of transferring any useful amount of weight from the rear axle to the front axle or limiting up and down hitch movement, and you could end up damaging the hitch, the receiver, the rear overhang of the motorhome frame, or the trailer frame itself. How about hooking up a towed or a dinghy vehicle? Towed is simply a slang term for towed automobile. It's typically a car or a SUV. You pull it behind the motorhome. It involves attaching a tow bar to the vehicle to roll along behind the motorhome on its own four tires. You may have heard this called four-down towing or flat towing. Unlike a trailer, a towed places very little tongue load onto the motorhome hitch, but only certain vehicles can be used as a towed behind a motorhome, so you need to check the car's owner manual for all the details and specifications. The maximum loaded trailer weight, or towing capacity, is the highest possible weight of a fully loaded trailer or towed the motorhome can tow based on a minimally loaded motorhome GVW. You may want to hit the nearest scale for our next few items. Gross axle weight, GAW, is the total weight placed on each axle, both front and rear. To determine the gross axle weights for your motorhome and vehicle or trailer combination, take your loaded RV and tow vehicle or trailer to a scale. With the trailer attached, place the front wheels of the motorhome on the scale to get the front GAW. For rear GAW, weigh the motorhome with the trailer attached, but with only the four wheels of the motorhome on the scale. Subtracting the front GAW from that amount gives you your rear GAW. Add an R to the end, and now you have GAWR, your gross axle weight rating. This is the maximum weight to be carried by a single axle. On a motorhome, the rear axle GAWR is larger than the front axle GAWR. You'll also find these numbers on the safety compliance certification label. The total load on each axle GAW must never exceed its GAWR. The gross combination weight, GCW, is the weight of the loaded motorhome, GVW, plus the weight of the fully loaded trailer or towed. It is the actual weight you get when the motorhome and trailer combination are weighed together on a scale. The gross combination weight rating, GCWR, is the maximum allowable weight of the motorhome and the loaded trailer or tow that the motorhome can handle without the risk of being damaged. GCWR is a value determined by the chassis manufacturer and is dependent on the GVWR, engine size, and axle ratio of the motorhome chassis. GCWR weight ratings are found in the towing guide or spec sheets published by the chassis manufacturer. GCWR information for current model year motorhomes can also be found on the specs page of the Thor Motor Coach website. Here's an important note. The motorhome's brake system is rated for operation at the GVWR, not the GCWR. A supplemental braking system should be used for safe control of towed vehicles and for trailers weighing more than 1,500 pounds when loaded. The measured GCW must never exceed GCWR. So are you ready for a little math? Here's what you need to add or subtract to determine some important capacities. For your gross vehicle weight, GVW, that's curb weight, plus cargo weight, plus water weight, plus propane weight, plus passenger weight, plus tongue weight. Remember, GVW must not exceed GVWR. When it comes to figuring out your gross combination weight, GCW, that's your GVW plus trailer weight or towed weight. And remember, GCW must not exceed GCWR. To get your towing capacity, it's simply GCWR minus GVW. Now you want to make sure you're following the maximum gross trailer weight rating that is shown on the motorhome hitch itself. Your towing capacity may be limited by the hitch rating. And one last important note here. When towing, remember to always stay within your GCWR, GVWR, GAWR, and hitch ratings to safely tow a trailer or towed with your motorhome. Now that you have all the info, go ahead, load up, hit the road, and make some memories. For more owner's resources, visit thormotorcoach.com.